Welcome to Silver Solutions Radio, an enlightening and engaging program discussing various topics preparing you and your family for the golden years. Questions, answers, and solutions about taking care of loved ones and helping them to remain independent and enjoy an active and fulfilling life. And now, right at home, in-home care and assistance and WRMN AM 1410 present Silver Solutions Radio.
So I think there are two parts to that answer. One is that there's for one monthly fee with no buy-in or long-term lease. We offer all-inclusive lifestyle, which means everything's included for that rent. We've got a freedom dining program where all meals are included, utilities, we have live-in managers, housekeeping, and our maintenance staff is all included for that monthly fee. And we have a variety of floor plan options, which include studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom floor plans.
Oh. Excellent, excellent. Tell us more about the services and amenities available, such as, are there any transportation options?
Great question, actually, and one of the most important is that, yes, we do. Sometimes we have residents who decided to forego driving, or they're not able to, and so we offer transportation services, scheduled transportation services to professional appointments, but also we do group transportation. We'll have a full-time lifestyle director who will put together a robust calendar of events and activities, not only in our 150-seat state-of-the-art theater and our full fitness center, but also external outings, tours, get-togethers for residents outside. So we have individual personal transportation services, but we also have group transportation.
Wow, with you opening in mid-November, do you have anything on the books for like outside events already planned?
We actually do, and it's a great opportunity to connect with. There's a calendar that will be posted online. Huntley Springs Retirement.com will show our calendar as the events get scheduled, and also by calling our team there, they can provide one of our calendars, which will have consecutive events, like a hosted happy hour every Friday you don't want to miss out on.
Of course not.
Exercise classes and activities for both mind, body, and spirit.
So you mentioned the 150 seat theater. So I'm assuming you're going to be bringing in some good events there as well.
Kathy, thank you for bringing that up, because that's where we're going to look to the community at large to help us support the events and activities that happen in that theater. So two things. One is our full-time lifestyle director, who will be looking for and has a budget to bring in entertainers, bands, speakers, but also we allow use of that theater to our community organizations and groups. So if they want to host something at our theater, the only charge is that we may have a resident or two pop by. We see an uptick in volunteerism and re-engagement in business and civic organizations that tend to use our community, and there's no fee for that other than allowing our residents to enjoy and participate in the conversations that happen in there. So the answer is yes. Two things. We're going to be looking to bring people in as part of our entertainment options, but also looking to bring civic organizations in to use our facility. And it's a beautiful 150-seat state-of-the-art theater with a stage and a dance floor. We've hosted everything from high school reunions to weddings to tailgate parties. So we're hopeful that the community will reach out and not only use our community, but help our seniors stay engaged in the Huntley area, because we know it's so vibrant and lots of options happening.
I think that's great. In fact, I can even see, it's great that you guys are so open for this, because our seniors love to be educated too, and there's so many services that are going to be available for our seniors. That's a great way to help educate them for resort living.
We'll also be looking for educational opportunities for seniors to share their stories. So one of our communities in Omaha, Nebraska actually has a book buddy program where they're just down the street from an elementary school, and I think it's once a month the students pick their favorite book and they come to the community and hang out in the lounge, and they talk little about the book and lots about each other. And it's a really fantastic program for the youth and communities to also learn from our seniors.
And you know what? That's also that's kind of a double-edged sword, because I'm sure that our youth will learn a lot from our seniors too.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. So talk a little bit more, if you would, about this Freedom Dining program. We all like to talk about food.
You're right there. Freedom Dining is just that, the opportunity to have food when you're hungry, which is a unique model in the senior living industry. We have 3 scheduled meals that have flexible dining times, and our residents can come and go during those scheduled meal times. But also, we have a lot of residents who still work, either full or part-time, or have busy social lives. And so we know that those scheduled meal times don't always fit the schedule. So we have a 24-hour chef's pantry. It's kind of like one of those refrigerated areas that you go to, like at a Starbucks or a local coffee shop, where they have fresh prepared sandwiches and salads. And our chef, we'll have a full-time executive chef and a sous chef who will look to make fresh sandwiches and salads and grab and go out of that chef's pantry 24 hours a day. But also from 7 a.m. from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., we're offering a kind of a burger pizza station where they just ring a buzzer, and one of the chef teammates will come out and make a fresh flatbread pizza or a burger or a sandwich, so that our residents have an option to eat. There are also cappuccino juice machines, ice cream machines, a popcorn popper, so that there's access to all kinds of food and meals during the day, 24-hour access, which is why we have a fitness center.
Cool.
I'll just take the food part, thank you. But anyway, no, that is fantastic. Now, so I can imagine this would be a wonderful area where families can gather, and can they break bread together?
Absolutely. We have our residents have full access to meals, and also different areas within the community. We have conversation centers. We have small kind of gathering areas, both in the informal dining, but we also have a more formal dining space where our residents can opt to order off the menu for what's being prepared during that mealtime, and their family and guests are welcome to come and join them for a really small fee. I think our breakfasts range anywhere from 5 to 7, lunch from 7 to 10, and our Sunday prime rib buffet brunch is out of this world, and I think that's somewhere between $12 to $15 for residents, guests to join them.
How affordable! Yeah, very
Affordable. That sounds fantastic. Kelly Jo, tell us all about this travel program.
And aside from the Freedom Dining signature program, this is the second most talked about unique feature in resort lifestyle communities, because we have just opened our 31st community, and as I mentioned, we have 17 under construction, and each of those we have 130 apartments in the range of studio to 3-bedroom, and we rent only 128. One is reserved for our live-in resident managers, so that they live in the community and make sure that the staff and residents are cared for. But also we hold that last 130th apartment, or I should say the first apartment, right, for the travel program, so that our residents, once they get themselves there, they can stay free of charge in any of our communities across the country. Wow. So if they have a grandchild graduating from school in Columbus, Ohio, they can reserve that guest suite, or if they want to go to Naples and walk the beach, or if they want to go to Vegas and try to look at the tables, then they can just make those reservations through their 24-hour concierge service.
That's fantastic. So as as we're senior, most of us are retirees, so they can use the resort lifestyle to kind of check out everything else that's all the resorts that are available throughout the country and travel.
Exactly, and we're really excited about that. We have wonderful participation We also are launching next year in 2020 a travel program where we'll have a travel agent who will make group travel for groups that are from each of our communities for their friends and family to join us on some excursions domestically and also looking at some international travel. So yes, we know this is an important time in life where seniors are living independently and just looking for an opportunity for us to take care of everything so they can enjoy the fun things, and for sure travel is one of them.
That is awesome.
I think that is so unique, especially in this senior lifestyle communities out there. You guys are very unique in this.
Thank you. We're working hard, and we're good listeners. And as we grow, our growth trajectory is pretty dramatic. And so in that, we're making sure we keep an ear to the ground and offer the kinds of things that seniors want and are looking forward to as they downsize or make a transition to a community.
Now, do you have like a 24/7 concierge service? Or what happens like if someone needs help during the night? Is there like an emergency response situation?
Exactly. You answered the question. We do have an emergency response system that's manned 24 hours. Since our managers live in the community, they're on call, and once in a while when they need a good night's rest, we do have 24-hour concierge services. In other words, we have a concierge on staff 24 hours a day, so that if any of our residents do need something in the middle of the night, they just push the button, and then it will the GPS tracker will allow us to know who's requesting the response, and we respond immediately.
That's fantastic. I mean, for independent living to have that type of service, that's also extremely unique.
Thank you. We feel that it's important for that peace of mind, because the goal is for everybody to just relax and have a great time in life and let us take care of the things so that they can enjoy life. And that's in peace of mind from a health perspective is also included in that.
We had the opportunity we were invited to go up to the mixer. And I was impressed by how the group of depositors had already sort of bonded. The families seemed to know each other that had come with the resident that was moving in, and it was really, really impressive.
Thank you, Kathy. We learned early on, and our company is just not quite 22 years old. We learned early on that that's why we use the word community. It's an opportunity for seniors to enjoy each other and the things they have in common and the stories that they have in their life, but also as they make this transition to know that what they're going through, they're not the only ones. So bringing those like minds and families together so that they can share in that transition by having an early depositor group not only allows us to fill the community with happy residents, but also that they've already started to engage in each other and have a great time in this wonderful phase in life.
Mm-hmm. Now, you describe yourself as an independent living community. What happens if one of your residents needs some additional help as we age and, our needs change?
We'll have an on-site partner that can offer some home support, but any of our residents, they're renting an apartment that happens to be in a fabulous community, but they're welcome to bring any contracted to support in if they have any temporary needs. And we'll also have a partner engaged and available for conveniences in our community on our main street. And the main street will also include a local gift shop, which will have prescription drop-off and pickup services. We'll have a bank or credit union with part-time hours. We're going to have a salon with full salon services, and as well as in the fitness center, there's an office for a home support provider so that if any of our residents do need that, that is a fee-based service.
Oh, that's fantastic. So your community is like a little, as we described it, it's a community within itself.
It is, and all of those retail environments are open to the public, so that if we've got a great stylist who has currently has a clientele group, then they're welcome to come in and be a part of the community. So that Main Street is also available and open to the public.
Mm-hmm. So getting back to the additional care that people need as they might age. So what you're saying is companies like Right at Home, or as long as the resident can be cared for safely, they can age in place for as long as possible, correct?
Exactly. And Right at Home is typically our national partner. And so we do look forward to, hopefully our residents won't need the Right at Home support, but when they do, it'll be available for them at the, just by picking up the phone. So they'll be right there on site.
Mm-hmm. And having them age in place is also just one less thing they need to worry about as we do age.
That's exactly right.
Could you touch on the fitness center a little bit? Now, kind of how is that outfitted?
So the fitness center is a full fitness center with every machine you could possibly think of, but a large area in the center where our lifestyle director will be hosting some stretching classes, some aerobics classes. So not only is it fully loaded with equipment for exercise and stretching and health and wellness, there'll also be group classes available in there as well.
Cool. Now, if someone, let's say, heaven forbid, it happens to us all, has, need for a knee replacement or whatnot, can rehab sometime be achieved physical therapy there on site, or do they need to go off site, or kind of?
It's their choice. They're welcome to bring their physical therapist into the community and use the facility. It's a 24-hour gym, and so they can use any of the equipment if their needs are met there, or they're welcome to, again, use the scheduled transportation services to get them where they need to be, or a combination of both.
Very good. Kelly Jo, can you describe a little bit? You did such a wonderful job describing the community. What do the grounds look like?
Oh, we're unique in the senior living space because we build, own, and operate our communities. There are lots of operators who might have a group build the community for them, but since it's our building and we build it from the beginning, we invest in the landscaping because we believe part of the health and wellness is that seniors can enjoy the outdoors. So we're working really hard to be sure that they're fabulous outdoor patios, that they're gorgeous views. And so the landscaping is part of what's in the initial concept. And I think why the community leadership really stepped up and supported us is because the beautification of that area was definitely one of the top of our list in the construction project.
You guys have thought of everything, haven't you?
Well, if we haven't, you let me know.
So something that might be bear repeating, because I know for 16 years and Jim and Kathy almost 17 years, we've been talking to folks around that, use long-term care, including, checking into an independent living facility. And one of the key things I really impressed me was what's all inclusive, because sometimes there's this concern about, what it's included and what's a la carte. Would you mind just repeating the all inclusive portion of this?
Sure. Our just first and foremost is the freedom dining, that there's food available for our seniors 24 hours a day with the flexible scheduled meal time. All utilities, we have a live-in manager, Wi-Fi, the concierge services, like weekly housekeeping, maintenance services, the full-time lifestyle director's robust calendar of events, the transportation services. Everything is included, and we don't allow tipping so that there are no surprises in a senior's financial life. And we find without a buy-in or a long-term lease, it really does offer that financial peace of mind for families who are in that transitional phase.
That's so neat.
That is neat, because that takes just so much, of your daily thoughts, and just packages them in such a nice package.
So many times, and I know as we're getting near to retirement age, we're not there yet, are we, Jim? But as we get nearer, you think about, well, the fixed income portion perhaps of it, and there's a lot of heartburn around what things cost and what their budgeting process, and so it's great that they can understand how all-inclusive Huntley Springs is.
Mm-hmm. Now, Kelly Jo, could you tell us exactly where you're located up in Huntley?
Sure. So if we're actually right across, if you turn right when you head toward downtown, you'll see the new Culvers. I think that went in just about a year and a half, 2 years ago. We're right behind the Culvers, which is across from the Del Webb community.
Excellent. And everybody traveling up 47 there knows exactly where that is. And what's also unique is you're out in a little bit of the country of Chicagoland. So people in Chicago that want to move out to the country, as they retire, this would be a great option for them.
It is, and not only that is it's a peaceful area, but it's also one that's growing and progressive. I was fortunate enough to attend. The chamber had a transition event where they had guest speakers from different subsects of the business and governmental areas in the community give a presentation on what's to come. And there's a lot going on in your schools to keep them more green as you grow. And there's just a lot of progressive conversations happening. So not only is it outside of the city, but also in an area that is both peaceful and beautiful, but also progressive and forward thinking. So we just knew it was the right spot to help seniors settle in with a lifestyle that offers really just a wonderful lifestyle. I should say it that way.
Now, we're getting kind of toward the end of the show. Is there anything now we've overlooked? Like, you're thinking like, I need anything you need to add that, maybe we haven't touched on about?
I think just worth repeating two things is just that the gratitude we feel for the warm welcome we've had from the business leaders and local community, just opening their arms and helping us through the construction and transition phase. And then also just looking forward to having the community at large help us with a wonderful calendar of events and activities, both internal and external, and looking for places to go and things to do with seniors that continue to keep them engaged in the local community at large.
Great. Thank you. How can our listeners get more information going forward here?
We have three fantastic teammates, Carrie, Orlando, and Christine, who are available, and they can reach them at 847-802-5900, 847-802-5900. And then we also have a website, huntleySpringsRetirement.com, which will have detailed information about that all-inclusive punch list, as well as the floor plan options and that calendar we spoke of earlier. I just can't thank you both enough for inviting us to be a part of your great show, and know that the silver is a great time in life, and we're happy to be a part of it.
Okay. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, Kelly Jo.
Appreciate you being our guest.